Common issues with AWS Amplify identity pools is a crucial topic for developers working with AWS services. To start with, AWS Amplify is a development platform that helps you build, ship, and run scalable mobile and web applications. Identity pools are a key component of AWS Amplify, allowing you to manage user identities and control access to your application's resources. One common issue with AWS Amplify identity pools is authentication errors. These errors occur when a user tries to log in or access a resource, but the identity pool is unable to verify their credentials. To troubleshoot this issue, check your authentication settings and ensure that you have configured the correct authentication provider, such as Amazon Cognito or a third-party provider like Google or Facebook. Another issue is related to permissions and access control. When you create an identity pool, you must configure the permissions and access control settings to ensure that users can only access the resources they are authorized to use. A common mistake is to grant too broad permissions, which can lead to security vulnerabilities. To avoid this, use the principle of least privilege, where users are granted only the minimum permissions required to perform their tasks. A third issue is related to token expiration and refresh. When a user logs in, they receive an authentication token that is valid for a certain period. If the token expires, the user will be unable to access your application's resources. To handle this, implement token refresh logic in your application, which requests a new token when the existing one expires. Best practices for using AWS Amplify identity pools include using Amazon Cognito as your authentication provider, configuring permissions and access control settings carefully, and implementing token refresh logic to handle expired tokens. Additionally, use the AWS Amplify SDKs to simplify the process of integrating identity pools into your application. By following these steps and best practices, you can avoid common issues with AWS Amplify identity pools and ensure that your application is secure, scalable, and provides a seamless user experience. Remember to always test and monitor your identity pool configuration to ensure that it is working as expected and make adjustments as needed to ensure the security and integrity of your application.